This does work, and I have 8,000 people to prove it. Check this out on my website. The other little point on this is that fat provides more than double the energy than glucose provides. It's very important to tap into fat, to use that as a nice sustainable amount of energy for your body. The key to this whole thing is turning insulin way down. I am almost to the exercise I'm going to show you to tighten and tone the midsection, but I wanted just to kind of mention just one thing. It takes about 2 to 3 days to get into the state of ketosis, so it's not that long. But it does take 2 to 3 weeks to fully get into hardcore fat adaptation. And I want to explain the difference. Fat adaptation is when your body is burning the most fat possible. And your body can burn ketones, but it can also burn fat. That's actually two different sources of fuel. If we look at carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, carbohydrates should be about 5% of the diet. The protein should be about 20%, and the rest should be the fat. Inside your abdomen, you may have what's called visceral fat, and that is going to come off with the diet that I just mentioned. You also have the superficial layer of fat, which is also like a spillover from the other fat that is being backed up into the organs. Deeper in there, you have a layer of fascia. This fascia is like a gel-like connective tissue, and it can atrophy if you don't use it. And that atrophy can look like a flabby stomach. What I'm going to show you is one of the best exercises that is not a sit-up, that is going to tone and tighten this area around your abdomen to get rid of that flabby stomach and almost act like a girdle that's keeping everything nice and tight and toned. All we're going to do is this one exercise called, it's a funny name, the dead bug. And it's called a dead bug because it looks like a dead bug upside down, trying to flip over. And I'm going to recommend you do this alternating your leg and your arm when you reach back. You see, this will give the optimum tension in the middle section to stimulate the fascia and the muscles to get really nice and toned. Versus if you did sit-ups or crunches, the problem with that is you're going to activate the deeper muscles called the psoas, which are the hip flexors, and that is going to eventually cause your back to be out of balance. So here's how you do it right here.
Today's exercise tutorial is the dead bug. Dead bugs are great for helping to control front to back pelvic tilting, and it's also a good abdominal exercise that improves coordination, and it generally makes you long and straight. One of the secondary functions is to help you control rotation in the hips. So to get started, you're going to lay down on your back.